Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket. Now, Splatoon is Nintendo's newest paint-based shooter. It's just a bunch of squid kids running around making a mess everywhere. You parents of squid kids out there know what I'm talking about? Damn squid kids. Get off my lawn, squid kid! Now, lots of people in the office have been playing it. I've been dying to get my hands on it, so let's dive in, take a look. This thing. God, it's ugly. Alright, so after you've created your character, which you can see here, I've made this weird squid girl thing, you spawn into a lobby, and here you can go buy new outfits which give you power-ups. There's a single-player campaign with lots of levels that are sort of platformy based, but I'm going to dive right into multiplayer, which really is the core of this game. So we've got regular battle here, which is just sort of normal, I guess, for lack of a better word, team deathmatch. You can join your friends. I don't have any friends, either on Wii U or in real life, so that's not gonna happen. And ranked battle, which apparently isn't unlocked yet. Nintendo say they'll unlock it when enough people have reached level 10, which is when you can start participating in ranked. So let's just dive into regular battle, since I am level 1. Oh, this is cool. While the game is loading, you can actually play this little, like, doodle jump style platform. Oh, there's purple stuff coming for me! Miss. Alright. Oh, well, here we go. Okay, so the idea behind Turf War is you pretty much need to paint all of the area that you're in with your color. So everyone's got pretty much paint guns, or in this case, 3 of those guys have giant paintbrushes. And you run around and you paint the ground. Now, apparently walls don't count, so it's just what you can paint from sort of like a top eye view. So I'm sort of hammering out paint here, and then I'm about to run out of paint. As you can see, the tank in my back. If I hold down LZ, then you turn into a squid, and you dive into the water, and you die. No. You turn into a squid, you dive into the paint, and then you can sort of swim around the level, so you can climb up walls sort of in that squid form, and it also recharges your paintball gun. The main objective of the game is not actually to kill the other players, which is, you know, kind of refreshing. It's actually, you just want to paint as much of the ground as possible. You can sort of knock the other players out, and they temporarily get sort of booted off the map for a bit. I'm very scared of this guy with the big roller. So my starting weapon here is sort of a paintball machine gun, but there are other weapons you can use. They're under different loadouts, which you can't really change, but like the roller guy who keeps getting me, he's pretty much like, he's got the equivalent of a shotgun in this game. So if he gets up close to you, you're kind of done. And everyone has a special ability. I'm not quite sure what my special ability is. I'm guessing it's charging. I'm guessing that's what the thing in the top right corner is. The semicircle is charging my special ability based on how much I paint, maybe? And I've also got grenades. Are they paint grenades? That's fine. Ah! Oh, these roller guys. I want a roller. There's a countdown! Oh, please let me have covered everywhere. Stop battling. Okay, did I win? Oh, we so won. There are good guys and bad guys? Yes! All thanks to me, I'm sure. So the way that the maps work, there's not that many of them. I believe there's only sort of like 4 or 5 or something, but they unlock 2 a day. So that sort of just rotates out, and then the next day they unlock another 2. Nintendo is already copping a bit of flack for the amount of maps that there are. They say that they are going to continue supporting the game and releasing new maps and weapons and characters and stuff like that. What was that? I have only played 2 games so far, but I wonder if I would actually get sick of it, because it's not really tactics based around map design. It seems more like very chaotic and random. Like, I feel like there's not necessarily like, get out, oh, so slow. There's not necessarily a sort of tactic that you could do because it's so chaotic with all the paint. It's more just about like filling the space as quickly as you can, as opposed to, you know, I'm gonna hide here and snipe everybody. To get a quick overview of the map, on the controller, you can see that there's a top-down view of the map that shows you what's been painted so far, so you get a really quick idea of how you're going. We were going well when I lifted this, and now we're going really badly. Is it because I've stopped playing? We'll never know. I really love the design of the Game Squad. It's so bright and colorful and charming, you know, like classic Nintendo style, but different to other games that they've sort of made before. It's really energetic, and it's nice to see people in their games that aren't just weird giant heads that kind of look like me, but not really. I'm talking about the memes. Oh, paintbrush guy. I am so scared of you. Paint bomb! Yes! They're very short games. I guess because they're quite tiny maps. Oh, yellow is so pointless. The good guy's lost. Am I the bad guy to the other team? I think I probably am. She's not taking this loss well. Oh, someone help the poor girl. The game feels like an upgraded version of Deblow, with the sort of painting mechanics. And it's nice seeing Nintendo trying something radically different for them. I mean, they do iterate a lot, but they tend to iterate within the same characters and games, so you get a lot of iteration in Mario, but it's always like the core Mario gameplay with tweaks. Whereas this feels very, this feels really fresh for them. You know, it's a shooter, it's got online multiplayer, there's not an identifiable character in sight from the sort of Mario, Nintendo oeuvre. It feels like what Nintendo need to be doing. It also feels like a bit of an essential game for Wii U, like a good multiplayer game that people can continue playing, as opposed to sort of, you know, one and done. I finished the campaign of this thing and now I'm not gonna pick up my Wii U anymore. Okay, I got my special ability. Let's try what I assume is this. Oh, click right trigger. So I'm in a bubble. Oh, is that it? It's just a bubble. It's just like a shield. I don't want that. I want to like explode paint everywhere. The game actually feels pretty good control-wise. When you boot up the game, it runs you through a tutorial. That tutorial makes you use motion controls. The motion controls are terrible, and the game does not tell you up front that you can turn those off after you finish the tutorial. They were enough that I would not have played the game if someone hadn't told me that I could turn off those controls. They were atrocious, but with the thumbsticks, it actually controls pretty well. It feels like a normal shooter, which is nice. Oh, I don't know who's got this. It's like 50-50. Yes! Okay, so that's the first few games of Splatoon. This game is great. It's really, really, really fun. It's got a really cool style. It's got great mechanics and design. As someone who, when they play shooters, sort of likes more traditional hardcore shooters, I feel like you could have a lot of fun with this, that it is something sort of refreshing and different. Also, most importantly, it works. You kind of just jump in and go right into online multiplayer. None of the hassles that every single huge shooter that's sort of come out recently has had. Go Nintendo. This is totally new for you. So I think this game is here to stay. It's definitely the Wii U exclusive that the console really needed. This is something that you can do in between jumping on platforms and driving carts. It has that element of randomness, which will get people to just stick around and keep playing it, as opposed to it's defined the same thing every time. This is fresh and new every single time you play it, and that's exactly what the console needs. And I, for one, am going to continue playing it, and if you have a Wii U, I think you should too. So that's all the time we have for today's episode of Pocket. NichBoy, out!